Hey guys, I am back for another video. In this video, we are going to be on decorating from Christmas. I already tried to do this video twice, but I am torn on a few things I'll tell you guys about later. I already took my tree down in my bedroom and I put some of the ornaments back in the boxes that they came in. I did buy nice boxes for the rest of my ornaments, like actual boxes that are made for Christmas ornaments. I'm trying to be really smart about how I put away my decorations so that they last year after year, because normally I throw them in a bin like this and then they get ruined and I end up having to buy more and more. So this year I decided to invest in actual boxes for the ornaments and not just throw them in a bin. But if you guys have not undecorated yet, feel free to undecorate with me. I am on the struggle bus on decorating. It took me 2 weeks to fully decorate for Christmas, so I'm sure it's going to take me a while to undecorate from Christmas. Wait, in this video while we are on decorating, I have a what would you do question for you guys. I've only told a few people this story and I get mixed reactions from people. And that is kind of what I kept going back and forth about, if I wanted to actually share the story on YouTube or not. But I am deciding to share it on YouTube. So I have a what would you do question, and I also have maybe a little bit of a rant at the end. We'll see if I actually want to muster up the feelings to talk about that one too. So I already put those ornaments away. These ornaments will have to go in the ornament box because they did not come in a container. I bought those individually. I don't know if I told you guys, but I decorated my whole bedroom for Christmas and I just never got the video up. And I also really did not spend many nights in this room. Normally my nights were spent on the couch with the dog or with a kid. I'm hoping next year I can enjoy my Christmas bedroom a little bit more. But for now, everything has to start being put away. So I took down my tree. We had some more decorations up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to store these so that they do not get ruined. I know there was a whole debate this year about neutral Christmases and how people were not liking it because they felt like kids were missing out on the traditional red and green Christmas. We did both. I had neutrals up in my bedroom and then we had traditional colors downstairs. But really, I am a person that says, do what you want to do with your tree, it's your Christmas. Personally, if my kids asked me for a colorful Christmas, we would have a colorful Christmas. That is why we had a colorful tree downstairs. But it's not my kids, it's not my life, and I don't really feel like it's hurting anybody. So I would say each their own. If you want a neutral tree and decorations, you do a neutral tree and decorations. I do think that whole trend of neutrals and all that stuff is going to be phased out in the next year or so, but this year they were huge. They were everywhere. This little tree was in my hallway actually. We had 7 trees this year, plus 3 smaller ones, but I didn't decorate those 3 smaller ones. So I'm not counting those. We had 7 decorated trees this year. This was in the hallway. This was my like nostalgic tree. I actually have ornaments on here that some viewers have sent me, and I have some ornaments from when like Chase was little that his mom gave us. So I included those on this tree, and I'll see if I can find the ornaments that a viewer made me when I had a P.O. box, and I've kept them ever since. I also have these little Avon angels. They're all different angels. You could probably call this like the angel tree too, because there is a lot of angels on here. Okay, so let's just jump right into the what would you do question. So again, I was going back and forth on if I really want to share this on YouTube or not, because I mean, YouTube, you have to act like it's forever because you never know who's saving your video, who's sharing your video. You never know that, so you always have to act like it's forever. But I'm going to share it, and I decided to share it because it really hurt my kids, which really hurt me. So let me know down in the comments, guys, what you would do if you were in this situation. So every year, when I was growing up, this never happened. I lived in the city, but living here, every year Santa Claus comes on a fire engine around to all the neighborhoods to wave hi, and then around the fire engine is like firemen handing out candy cans. Every single year, it's the exact same thing. This year was no different. Even though my kids don't believe in Santa. Oh, this is cute. This was a pin from when Chase was little. And I guess they made it into an ornament, so I just put it on the tree. This year was no different. Santa came on the 23rd, right before Christmas Eve, And my kids and me, we were all standing outside at the end of the driveway on the sidewalk waiting for Santa. Now, I do have a video of this, and I have looked at the video multiple times to see if what I was seeing was correct. Because when you are videotaping, sometimes you can miss details, right? When you have a phone right here and you're making sure that you're getting what you want in shot, you can miss small details. So I have looked at this video over and over again, and I come to no other conclusion than what I'm about to tell you guys. Oh, here goes one of the ornaments that somebody made me, a viewer made me. She made me a few of these in all different colors, and I have them all. Love those. So as I was videotaping Santa coming down on the fire engine, and he got maybe 2 houses down from us. Now, nobody was out around us. There was a few houses nobody was out, and then there was like 2 houses this way where nobody was out, and then there was families out. So we were the only one kind of in the circle around us. And as they got closer to us, the firemen who were handing out candy cans looked at us and crossed the street and just kept going. Never experienced anything like that before. I would say completely ignored us, but he looked at us. So he's seen us. So he knew we were there, right? And he decided to cross the street and just keep going, completely passing my kids over. It was heartbreaking a little bit to me because at first I was thinking maybe he just didn't see us. But then again, how could you not see us standing on the sidewalk? That's literally where everybody stands, is on their sidewalk. So at first I was thinking maybe he just didn't see us, and so he was just crossing over, even though there was also nobody across from us. I don't know. I was trying to justify it in my head. But then my son picked it out that they skipped over us, and my daughter picked it out that they skipped over us, and they were both really hurt because even though, I think I might have said this, even though they don't believe in Santa, they really do love the tradition of Santa coming and handing out candy cans and all that stuff. So it was really sad to see them skip over my kids. I don't know why they would skip over our house. As a HOA, we do have an HOA here. We do donate to the fire department every single year. And I do always try to donate whatever I can, whenever I can, whether it's time or whatever. I do try to do whatever I can for my community. And so as much as I want to say that they might not have seen us, it was clear in the video that they did see us, and they did walk to the opposite side of the street. I love these ball ornaments. Walked to the opposite side of the street and then just never came back. And I have only told a few people this story. Here goes another one that was made from a viewer. I did tell a few people this story, and I get 50-50. I get just let it go, and you know, unfortunately not everybody is kind. Somebody even told me God dislikes ugly. Is it God hates ugly or God dislikes ugly? And I couldn't agree more, and that's kind of where I left it. I was like, it's in God's hands, and it is what it is, and okay. And then I have other people who say, you know, I would contact them and say, you know, why would you skip over 2 kids who were clearly waiting for you? I'm not much of a fighter. Oh, this one's broken. It's all right. We'll keep, even though it's a little broken. I'm not much of a fighter or somebody to argue. I used to be. I am not anymore. I do not want to argue with people. I do not want to fight with people. I see no sense in questioning anybody about this whole experience because it's not going to change it, right? It's not going to make it better. Do I think this is like a memory my kids will hold for the rest of their lives? Absolutely, because they have brought it up multiple times since it happened. I do think it's a memory. It's going to stick with them. I don't know how excited they'll be next year for Santa coming. But let me know down in the comments, guys, what you would have done. Would you have said something? Would you have went over to one of the firemen and asked for candy cans? Would you have acknowledged them even though they didn't acknowledge you? Or would you just have let it go? I told my kids they just didn't see us even though they did. I said they probably just didn't see us and they were probably busy even though they weren't. And that's just the way that it was. And I don't know, we just kind of moved on from there because the next day was Christmas Eve. I think this tree is fully on decorated, so we could take, oh, nope, there's one more ornament. Oh, there's 2 more ornaments. How did I even miss that? I hope that the next year brings better than this year with that whole thing. But I don't know. I really don't know. So you guys know, like, those ornament storage containers, they're pretty expensive. It doesn't make sense to put like plastic bulbs in them, right? Because these aren't going to break. They're not that much money. How much did this cost? This didn't cost that much money from Walmart a few years ago. It doesn't make sense to put plastic ones in there, right? Just like really nice ones that could be broken. I think that makes more sense. So I think I'm going to still put my plastic bowls back in this container that they came in, so I don't waste my money on the expensive organizers, right? I think that that makes sense. I like to also get those things that you wrap the lights around. I forget what they're called, the organizers for the lights, but one thing at a time, because you could spend a pretty penny putting Christmas decorations into storage. These lights this year, I know somebody was saying that because I got the battery powered one, that they will drain batteries really quick. I didn't have to replace the batteries once in these lights. Absolutely love them. We'll use them again. I kind of wish I bought them in the red also. Maybe I will next year. Maybe I will this year if I see them on sale. But they didn't drain my battery at all, and all the batteries still work. So I just put them back in our battery container. But they didn't drain the batteries like I heard that they would. Oh, here goes one more of those ornaments that somebody made me. So they made it in gold, blue, and purple. I believe they were the only three that they made. I absolutely love them. I think they're so pretty. I would decorate a whole tree with all of those of a bunch of different colors if I had more. Alright, we are downstairs now putting some stuff away down here. It's going to be really sad to put this away. I bought this and got it in the mail maybe 2 days before Christmas. This is a music box that I had when I was little. Like I said, a lot of stuff that I had when I was little, my parents no longer have, so they really cannot pass it on. A lot of stuff got lost or ruined and just did not make it to my adulthood. So when I seen this online for sale, I picked it up right away and I got it in the mail, and I absolutely love it. I treasure this and I really dislike having to put this away. But I'm happy to be able to bring it out again next year and for many Christmases to come. My kids absolutely loved this music box, and that Rudolph one that we bought that was new this year. They love them. They mess with them all the time, and I expected that because me as a kid also messed with these little Santas and took them off. It's like a roller skating Santa on a rink with a reindeer and another Santa. There you go. Lots of Santas, lots of reindeer. They were so cool. Even these lights up here light up. So that's going to be a hard one to put away. But it is time for Rudolph's Great Chase to be put away. And this was really fun to have out this year too. Let me take out the batteries really quick. It's hard to get battery compartments open with nails, but I'm trying to let my nails grow out a little bit more. They're not the easiest thing to take care of, but I'm trying to do it. The box is starting to like yellow. That's how old this is. Even though it's new to me, it's a pretty old piece. Oh, I think I have to take the actual pieces off. I wonder if I could get them off now. Okay, there it goes, came off. So my other thing that I want to say to you guys, which I was not sure about this either, but you know what? I wasn't sure about the other thing I said, so let's just say it and get it out there. And I don't feel like anybody, okay, they go the opposite way. I don't feel like anybody who watches these videos is like this. If anything, I feel like people who watch these videos experience things like this. And I have been experiencing it more and more since I became a mom. And that thing is doubt. I was a teen mom, and I'm only telling you guys that because that's where I feel like this whole thing started. I don't feel like I experienced this before becoming a mom, but since I became a mom, I've experienced it, and I've experienced it ever since then. The doubt that people have over other people is very frustrating, and I feel like I've been dealing with it more than normal recently, and I don't know exactly what that is. Okay, it's somewhat put back. It's not perfectly back in the box, but it's not fitting perfectly back in the box. But yeah, I don't know what it is recently or why recently I've been noticing it more and more, but the doubt that people have over other people and the doubt that I've experienced people having in me is really, really sad. And again, like I said earlier, not the type to argue or debate with somebody about something. And I feel like sometimes when I don't debate with somebody, they kind of take it as a weakness or a lack of intelligence. And sorry, I got a call. By the way, this is not an Apple Watch. It's a knockoff from Amazon, and I absolutely love it. So if you're like me, you can't do an Apple Watch for whatever reason, the price is crazy. Look on Amazon. This tracks your heart rate and all steps and all, and it has been working amazing for me since Christmas. Absolutely love it. So if you're looking for something like that, look on Amazon. Don't spend that crazy money for an Apple Watch. Anyway, what was I saying? I got a phone call, and I forgot exactly where I was going with that. But sorry if it's like a little weird now, but yeah, it seems like people want to debate with me, and when I'm not really willing to debate with somebody, they take it for a lack of knowledge, and that's not it at all. I have found out over the years that if somebody feels really strongly about something, you're probably not going to be the one to change their mind about it. And not that I want to be the one to change everybody's mind about things. I really don't. Kind of like the Barbie movie. I love the Barbie movie, but I know a lot of people do not like the Barbie movie. I don't want to be the one to fight and change somebody's mind about something they feel so deeply about. And it seems to be a common thing that I've been coming up on a lot recently, is people who want to debate their beliefs and political things, and if I don't want to do it, they either think it's a lack of intelligence, or I don't know. It gets really frustrating. So again, I know nobody on here is probably like that, but I know a lot of people on here probably have experienced that, been the receiver of the, oh, well, you're just not smart enough to hold this conversation. And I'm sorry, I feel your pain. Have to put our big train away that's sitting under this tree over here. Oh, you can see some of Logan's Christmas gifts right there. Yeah, just like, don't doubt people. This train was a train that we picked up from Toys R Us right before Toys R Us closed. I really wish I bought the Toys R Us train that they had. Instead, I went for the cheaper one, probably because that's what my budget allowed. But I kind of wish I went for the Toys R Us one now, years later. I mainly want people to just kind of be who they are. As long as you're a good person, I don't care what color Christmas tree you got. I don't care what color ornament you got. I don't care how you decorate your house. As long as you're a good person, believe what you want to believe. I grabbed some decorations from the kitchen, by the way, for me to put away while I sat here. These I'm so nervous about putting away. I think I might save them and put them in the ornament bin, even though they are not ornaments. I did get one of the bigger bins to fit like 4-inch ornaments, which I don't have. I just want to make sure I had enough room. I might save these and put these in the ornament bin because I'm really afraid that they're going to get broken, and they are super pretty. This one already, the beak broke when I bought it, so yeah, I don't want them to get ruined. I think I'm going to save these for the ornament bin when that comes in. Something that is staying up is those lights right there, those candle lights. I got one for almost every single window in the house. Some have broken since, and I do need to replace the bulbs, but I think I'm actually going to keep them up. I know some people keep them up all year long, but I think once the lights and all are taken down, it's going to be really dark in here. So I think the window candles I'm going to keep up for now. Now we'll see how long I actually keep them up for, because I do like having a minimal house. I really like it to be like clean in here. So I will see how long I keep it up for, but as of right now, I'm going to keep up those candles in every window that they are in. You know, this little jukebox I thought would have gotten played with a lot more over the Christmas break. I think because it was in the kitchen that it really didn't. I think next year I'm going to have to put it out where more people see it, more people touch it, because I really do want it to get used more than it did. I don't care if my kids play with the Christmas decorations. I mean, they're like preteens now. They're no longer like 3 and 4. I know they're not going to put something in their mouth or break something. Maybe this is high hopes, because we'll see what next year brings. Maybe I'll do like a vintage dining room next year for Christmas. I think that would be awesome. Sorry guys, I took a break, went for a walk, took the dog for a walk, and touched the cat. You guys see that? I'm so allergic to my cat. It's not even funny anymore. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about how allergic I am to the cat. Probably should go talk to a doctor about that because it seems to be getting worse as the days, the weeks go on. Anyway, I cannot forget about all these Christmas things. In here, I'm going to miss these Christmas spatulas, but I already picked up some new Valentine's Day ones, and I think I already have some Valentine's Day ones. It's not going to be that much of a miss because pink and red and white is all Valentine's Day colors too. Our cookie jar, which held our hot cocoa bombs, also going to have to be put away. And I already put away all the Christmas plates and cups that are washed so far, and they are up in this cabinet. Sorry, the dog is drinking if you can hear him. They're all up there. Christmas, Christmas. I have a little bit of Valentine's Day, like right here, so that I could pull them out when it's time in our regular plates. So all of that is put away. He's just getting done with a bone, so he is awfully thirsty. One time I did try to put all those plates and cups away in like a storage bin so that they weren't crowded in that cabinet, but I just didn't feel safe that they weren't going to break, so they just sit up there, which is fine. We still have enough room for all of our other stuff. I think it's time to take down this whole animal treat place anyway. So we could take that off. I'm not going to get rid of the garland just yet because that's a process to get all that garland down. I think there is some dog treats still in here. So I will put those in a plastic bag. Actually, I don't think they're good anymore. I made Hero pumpkin treats, which he adores. He absolutely loves them. But I made a really big batch and they have to be eaten within like a week or something like that. And they've definitely have been in there for a little too long. Cat treats are not in there. If I could find more of these in the future, I would definitely pick these up because there was other places while I was decorating that I thought they would come in handy and I just did not have them. I actually think I might leave them out. No, I'm not. I was going to say I actually might use them for Valentine's Day, but again, I know if I keep it out, it'll never go back with the Christmas stuff. So I'll be on the lookout for another set of those. Alright guys, we are done on decorating for now. Like I said, there's still so much more to do. We put a lot out, but it was really enjoyable all Christmas season to see all the decorations. Eventually, we will be decorating for Valentine's Day, which seems so crazy. Actually, I'm decorating for New Year's. So we are going to decorate a little bit for New Year's. It's not going to be like this, but we are decorating a little bit for New Year's. And then before we know it, it'll be time to decorate for Valentine's Day, Easter, summer, and all the things in between. So for now, I hope that you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. If I don't see you before New Year's, I hope everybody has a great New Year's. And I will see you later, guys. Bye.